What's up, my folks? I hope everyone is doing great. Hang out with the little princesses, enjoying their brood time. I think they like being pregnant. They get spoiled. I'm telling you, they love it. But anyway, all right, guys. I hope y'all are just doing Jim Dandy. I wanna go over something with you guys. Like I say, it's a bitch when you break your own rules sometimes. I broke my own rule, and I want to talk about that. This is one of the main reasons that I don't like to mess with commercial transporters. And I tell you guys to come get your dogs, even if you got to fly. Sometimes I think it's worth it just to do it. You guys got to understand that every time you put down your pup that you waited on and spent your hard-earned money on and excited to get, every time you put him in a transport van, you're taking a huge risk, okay? A huge risk. Now I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, I would never transport a grown dog with a transporter. I would always have, a personal friend get it, some of you trusted, something like that, or if you have a very experienced one. There's a few things that I like to do when I'm getting ready to transport a puppy or even a dog. For a while there, when you know you're going to transport them, or you know they're coming to get the pups and all, the last feeding, I usually just do a dry feeding. Might do about a half ration of what I usually give, but all the feedings for at least a week or two before, when these pups go, I like to have them hydrated good. All of them is with dry food soaked with water. If you got one, if you're singling out your pups, if you got say a 10-pound puppy, you want to give him 5 ounces of water, with half ounce per pound, in his food every day, and force that water in him, and never take the water away. I always keep them hydrated. And what I'll do also is I'll give them milk 2 times a day. My milk formula I make, and that's in other videos. You can find in some of the first videos made, but it's the same thing, just the evaporated milk, egg yolks, Caro syrup. You can use yogurt or probiotic, some kind of fat. You can even use mayonnaise. Something. I put all kinds of shit in them milks. Coconut oil, all kinds of crap. Warm little milk meals throughout the week before they go, and hydrate them real good, so they got a good fat layer, because it's a very stressful thing when you're transporting these pups, okay? A lot of you guys, it's real stressful. And the reason why I want to do that last meal, a dry meal and a half ration, is because I want him to get it out of him before the transporter comes. That's the thing about keeping a schedule. Everything in these dogs is schedule. Everything. Like in the mornings, my schedule is I get up with them, and I pick up and fresh water and go through the yard, do whatever, any kind of pest control needs to be done, whatever, fly treatments, whatever, throughout the day. And then in the evening, it's the same program, except I'm raking and I'm feeding. You know what I mean? It's a program you do, and you spray the pins out twice a day. It keeps everything easy peasy. It don't take no time to do it. You screw up a little bit or you get off your schedule, and it makes the work a lot harder. It's like that with damn near anything in life. But same with you're transporting your dogs. You kind of want to be on a schedule with them. Like if you know he's going to come in the morning, the day before, you don't want to feed him late at night, so he's got a belly full of food. First thing he gets in that box, he's going to get excited, and he's going to shit everywhere, and he's going to be sitting in it for hours and hours, most likely. Especially a commercial transporter, he's going to be sitting in it for a while, and it's going to stress him out. And people don't understand, a dog can leave the breeder healthy, and if he's in that van 5-6 days before he gets to you, he cannot be healthy anymore. Their stress will wake shit up in them. Coccidia is bad about waking up in dogs. That normally would never have any signs of anything. A lot of dogs carry it. Most dogs do. It's just the way it is, and that's where it becomes an argument with the breeder and the customer, because now they got a sick puppy. They lost confidence in the breeder over a poor transporter. So you got to understand all these things before you agree to let your dog do that. that said, I went ahead and I agreed to transport a dog, up to the Canadian border, and I didn't deal with the transporter. I didn't want to have to feed that part of it. That's not my deal. I got one guy that I use, and mainly it's just in-house transporters, what we do, amongst us. But anyway, let me tell you the experience you'll have with a lot of times more. I mean, a lot of times with these transporters, this kind of shit you'll deal with, especially when you're dealing with a different generation. Not everyone is professional. Not everyone is honest. Okay, just because they may look professional, sound professional, doesn't mean they are. Okay, and just because maybe a professional might use them or even recommend them, might not be I'm just going to give you an experience. This is the kind of experience that I have with them. Get a call Friday. Okay, transporter will be there the 18th or 19th. But here's the kicker. These transporters require you to have a vet certificate done 72 hours prior to pickup, no later. You know what I mean? So it's got to be within that 72-hour window. So I get a call Friday from Carl. They say they're going to be there the 18th or 19th. I'm like, well, I told Carl, I said, yeah, it'll have to be the 19th because I'm going to have to make a rush appointment to get a vet. You know what I'm saying? I got to figure that out. So I get a vet appointment, and that was a whole ordeal. For the 18th, first thing, try to get there around, I guess it was earlier in the morning. And I think I got home around 2:30 though. But got an appointment, rushed, did all that, went through all that. Get home thinking, okay, the transporter text and says, this is transporter, blah, blah, blah. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to have a 19th appointment because I got the vet appointment on the 18th in the morning. But that's fine, the 19th. So we'll let you know the ETA. Okay, good enough. So 19th comes around, no call, no nothing. I'm like, okay, well, wasn't really a big deal. 20th comes around, no call, no nothing. The 21st comes around, get in touch with Carl. He's like, you heard anything? I'm like, no, we got to figure this out. He says, well, he'll get in touch with them. So he texted me and said they'll be there Friday. I said, okay, what kind of timeline are we talking Friday? Now, this vet certificate that they require ain't no good. So he had no idea Friday. I said, okay. Wait all day Friday, which was a terrible day for me anyway, to wait here. I had shit I needed to get done around here that I didn't need to be here at the house. Anyhow, and nothing, well, no show. Saturday morning, going to be there between 9 and 2, I think he said, or 10 and 2 or something. Okay, I'm still cool now. Now, I don't know how many of you guys have been kept your cool already, but I'm just telling you how cool I've been, man. You guys know I'm a really easygoing guy. I don't lose my temper till I lose my temper, and then it's holy shit. But anyhow, I'm like, okay. About 3:30, no show still. He says, okay, they're going to be around 5. I'm like, all right now. They better hurry. I got company, doing shit, So, around 6:30, the transport company, I get a text from them saying they're going to be around 11 that night. And I'm like, hey, look, y'all supposed to be here all week. Blase, not being rude with them and all. I was like, I don't stay up till 11. And I had no intention of staying up till 11. Me and Jeffro had something planned early in the morning. And I'm not going to stay up until 11. And I'm not going to do business at 11 o'clock, period. And I'm not going to wake my neighbors up because everyone around here's got a shitload of dogs. And when dogs fire off, their dogs will fire off. My one neighbor, he's a sheriff. He's the sheriff, and he gets up early as shit every morning. I get up early as shit every morning. My other neighbor's truck driver, he gets up for sure. I ain't doing that and messing up my sleep window, man. That's why I got dogs here, and no one complains because I'm respectful. I ain't doing it, And I was like, no, I don't stay up that late. Well, next text back was, well, I don't have time for this. if you can't do it, then I'm just going to have to cancel. I have other stops to make. I was thinking, what the hell, man? You got other stops all week, obviously. I've been waiting on you for this. I'm not doing, I'm thinking to myself, look, I texted back, I don't need to get no attitude. I just need you to do what you say, be a professional, be here on time. I said, you're going to cancel on me. Let me at least know what business this is, because I still don't have a clue of who the hell this people are, And he said, I said, let me know who this business is at least, so I can let my customers know and all my breeders know, all my folks know what kind of shit you're going to have to deal with, because I know that the man already paid the money, and it was extremely expensive. Actually over twice of what my guy charged him. I was like, well, let me at least know, so I can at least let them know what kind of service my experience with you. He's like, threatening, and then he threatening my business won't get you anywhere. I was thinking to myself, I ain't threatening shit. I'm just going to tell people it's just like anything else. Like if I fucking did some shady shit to somebody, you know what I mean? Well, then about that time I get a call. Thinking to myself, what the fuck? And I get a call. This guy says, this Jay? I said, yes it is. You ain't gonna talk to my wife like that. La la la. And I know about this time I probably said something, but I know I said, I ain't talked to your wife in the first place, motherfucker. I'm texting a business. And I know I did say, don't come around here with that shit, and don't get talking to me on my phone about that kind of bullshit. Come with that bullshit. And then he said something else. And I said, y'all supposed to be here and there. I ain't staying up till fucking 11 o'clock at night and getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's what time I wake up. I ain't doing it, cuz you ain't tricking me again. I ain't gonna sit up all night and y'all not even fucking show up. I ain't stupid. And if you do, it's gonna be a bad ordeal. I ain't doing it. Just wake everybody up. Fuck all that. So, anyhow, next words out of his mouth, is this a bulldog? Is this a bulldog? I said, what the fuck does that matter? It's a bulldog. It's a puppy. And he hung up on me. So, about this time, I'm like, that son of a bitch. Now, these people recommended by another person. I'm not even going to say who. If Iron Cast wants to tell y'all all that details, he can. But I'm just telling you, this is how people have fallen out between breeders and customers and all that. Is a lot of times it's transporters cause these problems. So I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck? And about this time, Carl texted me and said these fuckers ain't going to refund his money. I told him, I said, just tell him you need a refund. I'll get you a guy. I know a guy that runs up. I just don't like getting in the shit. You know what I mean? And so he calls me back or texts me back and says they're not going to refund his money because I was rude. I'm like, all right, I see what this scam is, bro. They gonna keep, because none of you guys would have been as cool as I would from the rip. You know what I mean? I already know you guys. I hang out. I just don't give a shit, really. I don't mind feeding the dogs that couple of days, as long as but when I start missing my trips, I need to go to the bank and shit like that. It kind of pisses me off. But I know that you guys would have been a lot cooler. A lot more upset about things. But I'm always over here working and tinkering with shit and building shit, so it doesn't really matter to me. But sometimes there's a time when I just can't be there, you know what I mean? And it was to the point where I'm like, I think I've been enough. I was very polite until this guy calls me talking to his wife, when I'm assuming I'm dealing with a business, you know what I mean? A professional, not some snowflake that's going to get mad. Some spoiled brat. He hurt my feelings, so I'm going to steal your money. And I'm talking about this was over a stack now. So, that's the kind of people. So I text him back. I said, you guys need to refund his money, man. Quit being little spoiled brats about it. Y'all be professional or whatever. Because, then he told him now he was scared I was going to attack his business or attack him. I didn't say nothing about attacking him. I just told him, motherfucker, don't come around here with that shit. And don't come at me on my phone with that shit. Because I ain't about that shit now. I do what I say. I was here the whole fucking week. Don't expect me to stay up and do fucking shit midnight with you. It ain't happening. I don't know you. You ain't my friend. You don't come around here after dark. You know what I'm saying? But, man, that's the kind of shit you'll deal with. So the homeboy basically just lost his money, was stolen because they weren't even nowhere around here. This was 6 o'clock. They're telling me around 11, so they're still probably 6, 7, 8 hours away from here, halfway across the country. You know what I'm saying? And didn't want to fucking come here all week. And then when he said, I could hear it in his voice, is this a bulldog? Like the hatred. I'm like, what does that matter if it's a bulldog? I'm like, man, could you imagine if I put Tinker on that van? No. She would have been in that van, stuck in that van for 10 damn days before they got her to him. And by then he would have lost his damn shit, and they probably have kicked her out on the road somewhere and not never talked to him again. I'm just telling you kind of shit you're going to deal with when you deal with scum. And that's obviously what that is. Just because somebody has a fucking old FedEx van and wearing some jackets they found under the seats when they got it from the auction, don't make them professionals. I'm just telling you. Y'all be careful dealing with folk. I mean, I don't like, that's the review I'm giving this people. I mean, I wouldn't never, ever use 1855 pet lift. Never. I don't care who does. I'm just telling you, that was my experience with them. That's the honest to God's truth. That's what happened. And then I had to call. I couldn't find my transporter's number. Had to call around. Finally, Danny saved the day. She had it. She gave it to me, and Transporter Rob took care of it. For less than half. More than half of what, shit, it was fucking, shit, about a third of what they wanted. You know? Just crazy, man. So you guys be careful, and, you know, like I said, when you're looking for transporters, it's better, and it doesn't matter, you know, you better review them motherfuckers, especially if they all online. You go, come on, making me go do a 72-hour fucking run around, ring around the rosy kind of bullshit just to fulfill your requirements. You know, let's control people here. That's their narrative. If you don't fit that bill, oh, well, I gotta pick it up. You know, it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. So y'all be careful fucking with people now. And I'll put a transporter I would recommend. Now, puppies, like I say, never transport no damn grown dogs. It ain't worth it. It's too risky. Fucking do it yourself or have somebody you trust do it. But puppies, and do like I say, now these guys are run and gun. They're going to put them in a crate and get them to you, and there ain't going to be a whole lot of tinkering with the dogs, okay? So it's kind of, you know, you got to have a plan. Just like everything else, have a little program lined up. And you breeders, man, I want y'all to be careful. Don't have bad experiences and lose your customers, get mad at you, and y'all have all these fucking falling outs and shit over bullshit transporters, okay? So play it smart. Y'all take care. And if anyone needs a transporter coming down the middle of the country, up and down, you know, I have a guy that goes on the East Coast occasionally, and I have a guy that will run up and down the middle, up and like to the border up there, down into the Gulf area, you know, shit like that. So, but I'll leave his number in there because I know I've had a few people asking about transporters. But you know, y'all just play it smart and don't fuck your reputation up over them doing some bullshit. You know, that's what'll happen, because people get tired. Man, this is just a totally bad experience, the whole thing, and you're going to be going around your ass trying to make everything right. So y'all stay safe, and y'all keep on bulldogging, and keep your program clean.